This video response is going to go out to Lacey Green, and that is because you uploaded a video entitled Sam Pepper Exposed. And the first thing I would like to say is that I agree with every point you make in your video. However, I found your presentation to be a little lackluster. Let's see if I can do any better. Young ladies today experience a lot of stress, from college to work environment to paying bills to getting into relationships, possibly even getting married, possibly having children. Shoot, the upkeep of their homes, okay, whether it be a little apartment or a full 2-3-story home. They have to manage all that. They have to pay all the bills. They have to worry about credit, which that's another video altogether. But anyway, they have to worry about all this stuff. And now as they're walking down the street, they have to worry about people like Sam Pepper. That's enough to drive anybody over the edge. What does that mean? More anxiety for them, more panic attacks, more depression. They can't just take a friendly jog down the street. They can't just take a friendly walk down the street. They have to worry about people like Sam Pepper. So that means medical costs rise. Because remember, the more stress you have in your life, the more medical conditions you develop. And therefore, more trips to the doctor, more trips to the pharmacy. Do I need to say more? But that's bad enough. But let's think about this for a second. Not every lady goes to the great big shopping mall or to the super humongous supermarket to buy all their groceries or anything else they want to buy. A lot of them visit small little mom and pop shops. But they can't walk to these shops anymore. They can't drive to them anymore because they're having to worry about people like Sam Pepper. Now, how does that affect business? Well, the majority of customers in a mom and pop store are usually ladies. Young ladies. Think about that for a second. So now mom and pop stores are being impacted business-wise because of people like Sam Pepper. So that's bad for business. That's bad for the economy. And that causes small businesses to collapse. But it gets worse. Okay? Because of this, mom and pop stores, these owners are now demanding more police officers on the streets to apprehend people like Sam Pepper. That's more security costs. That's more taxes. We're already overstrapped with taxes. We already have tons of police officers on the street because of drug deals and robberies and who else knows what. But now we have to worry about people like Sam Pepper. And let me go further with this. If we're worried about people like Sam Pepper, then we're not worried about people with drug deals and armed robbery and all these other little crimes that go on night and day. We're having to deal with Sam Pepper. See what I mean? And others that emulate him. So now we have more police officers on the street. We have more legislation, more new laws. That requires more taxpayer dollars. All because people like Sam Pepper disrespect women. You see what I mean? But it goes on. Then we start having public parks and historical landmarks. They all have to shut down because we have the likes of Sam Pepper hanging around. And it's no longer safe to be in the park, or it's no longer safe to be at the historical landmark. That just makes matters worse. But then legislation starts getting passed, and we start having video cameras confiscated from pedestrians on the street, because after all, any one of them could be like Sam Pepper. Well, there goes my business. So how does that affect me? Well, it affects me because I go out and videotape historical landmarks. I go out and videotape parades. But I can't do that anymore because of the likes of Sam Pepper. So it affects me too. So if you're out there, Sam Pepper, I hope you listen to this. You're affecting our economy. You're affecting our security. We're no longer worried about people that are coming into this country that shouldn't come into this country. We're not worried about that anymore. We're worried about you. We have enough security problems in our country without you adding to it. See what I mean? You're distracting us from doing the kind of jobs we really need to do. And you're destroying this economy. Because now we have to have better security. That means higher tax dollars. That means more police on the street. It means the confiscation of outdoor video cameras. Shoot, what if a family just wants to go to a park and the parents just want to videotape their kids playing, on the monkey bars or playing on the swing sets? Shoot, I remember the days when we used to go out and they had the old movie cameras and parents used to they used to videotape their kids playing on the swing sets and the monkey bars. Perfectly innocuous things to do. Just so they can have a cherished memory of a day like that. Can't do that anymore. All because of the likes of Sam Pepper. It's ridiculous. It's absurd. Sam Pepper, quit disrespecting women. And I do not recommend anybody emulating him or anybody like him. If you only really, truly conceive the economic and the health impacts that you're having on our society, all because of you, and the security impacts that you are creating, you wouldn't do such things. You wouldn't do things like this. I really don't believe you would do things like this. And if you did, I begin to wonder about your education. So, there are some really good reasons not to emulate Sam Pepper, not to applaud Sam Pepper, not to laud Sam Pepper, and anybody that's just like him. Don't hold them in high regard. Shame them for who they are. They're not doing our economy, our security, or our health any good. It's just ridiculous and it's absurd. And that's all I've got to say. And if you have any questions or comments, you go right ahead and leave them right down here below. I'll be happy to answer them. Alright, I will tell you more in a future video. Stay tuned.